Hello, Pat Harrington for Learns You Good. I have an excellent idea for a video today. I am a huge productivity fan. I love any kind of productivity program, anything to save time in my day. I love it. And I have a good one for you today. It's called TextExpander. But first, I need to send off a quick email. I did a training earlier today, and I need to make sure to email those people. So I'm going to take you along for that ride. So give me just 1 second to share my screen. All right, that didn't take too long, right? I'm going to go ahead. I don't remember the email addresses, but I do remember what I want to say. But I'm going to just go ahead. I'm going to put a semicolon. And there you go. My whole email is created. I did that just by doing a semicolon and typing the words thanks. Now, I should probably tell you that this is all TextExpander doing this. It created this entire email for me. So I'm going to show you how I did it, but we need to go back in time a little first. Hey everyone, welcome to the before time. I know that the future Pat is not going to remember to tell you you could download the product TextExpander by going to TextExpander.com. Here you can just click on the Get Started or sign up with your email address. There is a cost for this particular product, but it is very minimal. I believe that it costs like $3 a month or something like that for this particular product. Let's see under pricing. It's $3.33 a month. So not bad for what it does. So I'm going to show you how I created that. It's called a snippet. Let's walk you through that. So here is TextExpander. I've already downloaded it and installed it. The install is pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you'd like me to make a video on that, please leave a comment and I would be happy to do that for you. We are going to start off by adding a new snippet. Here are a bunch of folders that I've created. You can create a folder by clicking on this plus and you can create a folder there. It makes it easier to be able to find the snippets that you're looking for. Also, you could disable snippets, like if you're no longer working at a job, like I have old job, those were the ones from my last job, you could easily disable them then. But here I have one for my website, patrickharrington.net. And I'm going to go ahead and click on New Snippet. The content type that I usually choose is rich text, although you can choose to do plain text as well as some other stuff as far as scripting goes, if you know anything about that. I already have everything copied in my clipboard, so I'm just going to paste it here. This is the email that I'm going to use, but I would like to have a subject in there beforehand. So I'm going to put thank you for attending today's training. So that'll be the subject of the email. Now, in an email client, if you are putting your subject in, you could hit tab to move on to the next line. So that's what I'm going to do, except I can't tell it to just hit tab, or can I? You can actually. This is a little bit advanced, but you can go up to this little keyboard here, click this, and it gives you options to do enter, escape, return, or tab, or paste anything that's on your clipboard. I'm going to hit tab, and then it should instantly put a tab when I'm creating this. So I'm going to label this, and we are going to call this thank you for attending. And then here's where the important part is. I am going to put an abbreviation. Now this abbreviation is what I'm going to type in to get it to display this particular snippet. So I'm going to put a semicolon and thanks. Now I see some problems right away when I'm in here. First of all, I'd like some spacing. So I'm going to go ahead and space this out a little bit better. And then let's put a space here and a space here and a space here. And then right before my email signature, I'm going to put a space there and a space there. So that's what's going to display earlier in the video. So that's TextExpander for you. What it can do is you can take any amount of text, whether it be just an email address or whether it be a whole email that you're going to send out. It can be a lot of different things. We've only touched the surface of what this program can do. I love programs like this, and this is going to be a series. I'm going to be walking you through some more advanced stuff in the next video where we can do like a date timestamp and other things that just are really cool and add a lot of value to this program. This is very similar to my last video on how you can do text replacement on an iPhone, but this is on your computer and it's a lot more powerful. Let me tell you, I use this on a daily basis. This is the first program that I install on a brand new computer. It is so valuable. It saved me so much time. And also too, you get an email every month, I believe, that tells you how much time it saved you. I couldn't even begin to be able to tell you just how much time this has saved me. I've used this for 10 plus years now. And as I said, like people don't realize that I am putting email addresses in as easy as just typing PMH. That's all I need to type, and it types out my whole entire email address on my computer, as well as other things. Things that it can't do though. You don't want to store passwords in here. Anytime that there is a password field, it disables the use of TextExpander. And that's because TextExpander is pretty secure, but they don't want that added burden of having to be the most secure, the most encrypted version of things. There is a version on your Mac, there's a version on Windows, there is a version on iPhone, there is also a Chrome browser extension, and they're working on so much more. I do not get paid from TextExpander at all. I promise you, I don't make a cent whether or not you download it, but I will have a link in the description for where you can find it. Again, I don't get any money for you clicking on that link and doing that, but I challenge you, make up 3 snippets. These are things that you would type on a daily basis or often enough where you're going to find value in just being able to just type in a couple characters and it comes out. One tip that I do have is I usually start with something like an exclamation point, a colon, an asterisk, something like that, so that I don't accidentally type these things in. Because what if I just type thanks in and that was the abbreviation that I needed? That would come up lots. So I make sure not to do that. Let me know how much you're loving TextExpander in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to bring you more videos soon.